Now, let us take up the eighth concept in our ETT 50 vlog. This is understanding three generations of logical controls through ifs, and switch. Before understanding this concept, we must know one important fact, that is decision making. Decision making is equally important either in real life as well as in programming. How? Actually, decision making. In case of decision making, one condition is there. Always, just think of, always one condition is there. That if a condition. Whenever a condition is there, the condition may be true or false. If it is true, we behave in one fashion. If it is false, we behave in different fashion. Here, 2-3 examples I give and all that. By that, you can have clear understanding. Without understanding decision making, what is decision making, you cannot understand this concept. Actually, working day. Working day is a condition. Working day is a condition means your college or office. Say working day or holiday. So, working day may be true. If it is true, then this is your program. You implement these steps. Your activities are this. And if it is else means what else represents false. The condition is false, means there is a holiday. On the holiday, your activities are different. Just here, see, always a condition is there. The condition may be true. Condition means it may be true or false. But it is true means college working day or office working day. Your activities are like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. Now it is false means college holiday. Then your activities are different. That may be K, L, M, F. Okay. Like this and all that you have to understand. And one more example I give you. You want to purchase a cell phone. Your budget is 20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees is the budget. So, when you purchase a cell phone, if it is less than or equal to 20,000, suppose whatever phone you are expecting is 25,000 rupees. So, the condition is true. Condition is true means how you write that? Condition price is less than or equal to 20k. Then yes, you purchase. And else, what else? This is greater than 20,000. Here you see, less than or equal to 20,000. Yes, you purchase the phone. Else means greater than 20,000, you don't purchase. So, in this manner, if you take any programming example and all that, actually grading, you see, marks grading, that is below 35% failed, 35 to 49% third class, 50 to 59% second class, and 60% to 70%, 69% first class, 70 or above distinction. Of course, college to college or university to university may be changed. Generally, conditions are like this. Subject to the condition, the grades are evaluated. A student may get fail, third class, second class, first class, distinction. 5 options are there. 5 different conditions are there. So, in this, we consider that a very important. In 90% of your program, the Excel or other program, this logical control or decision making is there. That's why you must be well versed with that. As I told you already and all that, hands on. Hands on, that too here 3 options I am showing to you, and work out all the 3 options you work out, and you yourself understand which is smart, which tool is, which function is smart, and in which situation, which function you have to use. All that you have to understand practically. My explanation is secondary. What you got, that is very important. You get any benefit out of this explanation only by hands-on. In this session, I am introducing 3 functions. One is if, second one is if, IFS, third one is switch. If is first generation function, if is a second generation, and a switch is a modern one. Now, just I give a briefing about them. As far as if is concerned, any beginner first start with if and all. If simple conditions are there, either 1 or 2, maximum 3. You can use if. Then it can be readable and easily you can write. Otherwise, once the conditions are more, it will become complex. That's why for simple 1 or 2 or 3 conditions, you can use if. You can handle it very easily without errors and all that. When ifs are required, IFS, actually the second generation, actually conditions are many. Actually in real-time environment, many conditions are there. Already I gave an example of categorized grading of students, distinction, first class, second class, third class, fail. 5 conditions are there. So in this case and all that, if the code is highly readable and it is simple also, thereafter switch. Switch is much advanced. You can clearly define the condition. For every condition, the result is displayed and all that. And if all conditions are not applied, the else is applied. So that is the switch. Then ifs and switch, if you compare, practically you can understand the advancement of switch and how it is more readable than ifs. In order to understand the functionalities or efficiencies of a function, you should have a right domain, clear domain, the known domain. Then only you can understand it better. You can compare them, and in which situation, which function is to be used, you can easily understand. It should be your experience. My knowledge is your knowledge. Whatever you grasp, that is your knowledge. That's why a clear known domain we take, that is the grading of students' marks. For that purpose, you see this table, 70% or more. That means 70 to 100 distinction. Thereafter, 60% or more. That is 60 to 69% first class. 50% or more. 50 to 59% second class. 35% or more. 35 to 49 third class. And else, the last one. Below 35% fail. Now we write the program on the 3 functions using this domain. Then you can easily understand, you can compare the efficiencies or complexity of using these functions practically. Before writing program, I individually explain the code. By that you can easily understand. Just compare what the difference and all that. By comparison only you can learn things. Suppose if you travel on a village road, and thereafter if you travel on tar road, you can understand the betterment of tar road. Thereafter if you go to express highway, you can compare tar road and express highway. So here side by side, if you see the syntax of all the 3 functions, then you can understand the real benefit or advancement of that particular function. Now you see, first we are writing if. How we are writing? First condition, if B2. Actually assume that in B2 only the student marks or average marks are there. B2 is greater than or equal to 70, comma, distinction. As a string we are writing. String means we are writing it in pair of double quotes. That point you have to understand. Thereafter, another if we are writing. If B2 means where the average marks are stored. Then B2 is greater than or equal to 60, then comma, thereafter first class you are writing. Here one smartness is there. What is the smartness? B2 is greater than 60 is enough. You need not write B2 is less than or equal to 60, 60 you need not write. Okay, so upper limit you need not write. That is the smartness in this code. B2 is greater than or equal to 60. That is enough, first class. B2 is greater than or equal to 50. That is the second class. B2 is greater than or equal to 35, third class. Okay, now four classes you are written, 4 types, and fifth one you are not writing any condition, and fail you are writing. What does it mean? If for all 4 you are using if. What is the opposite to if? Else. That else you need not write. Automatically if you don't write condition, else is applied and all that. That is fail. In this manner you are writing, as I told you already, if 2, 3, this also more. If either 1 or 2 or maximum 3 are there, you can use if. Otherwise, readability is difficult and you may commit errors. Here, see the syntax of ifs. Actually, the same thing, but if side by side you put and compare. Now, how many times you have written if in the previous code? 4 times you have written. Here, what we are writing? Only ifs we are writing. Within the brackets we are writing. Thereafter, just simply we are not writing if many times and all that. Other 3 times we are not writing and all. Then you see how we are writing code. The same thing. But one thing I am telling you. First, if code you write, perfectly you write. Thereafter, again you copy that code and where we have to edit. If you find, then you can get a perfect command. It is not easy to explain. Your observation is very important. Your experience is yours. My experience may not be yours. Okay, this is ifs. This is smart one. Many times, only one time ifs if you write, and if you write within a brackets, you can write the rest of the code. Then you can whatever you want to achieve, you can do that. Here, number of multiple conditions here, right? Even though if you write 10 conditions also, everything is quite readable, no confusion at all. Now, third alternative is switch. This is modern. This is much advanced. It is highly readable. Whatever condition you want, you can put corresponding matching you can put. Here, just ifs you convert into switch. Where difference comes and all that. After switch, we put true. True means T all capitals we write. Actually, where we define conditions and all that, for the true is applied. True is applied. So then ultimately fail is there. There we don't write a condition. Then that is else. So in this manner, first you get command over that. Thereafter you write your program without having command over syntax and all that. Don't do it on trials and error basis. Trials and error basis, if you do and all that, one time you can remember. But first, if you focus on syntax and all that, thereafter, if you write a program without copying and all, you can get the perfect command over that and own it. Own it. It will be a tool in your toolkit. Whenever you want, you can use it. Every time you need not refer and you need not waste your time. That is yours. That point always you remember in programming, either Excel or other programming also, hands-on, hands-on, hands-on. Only one solution and no by-hearting and all that. Finally, I am showing the program. Here, what we are doing. Here, I have given the information for 4 students. They got different percentage of marks and all that. And we are applying if, we are applying ifs, and we are applying switch. You write them independently, and being a beginner, you may take time. 1 hour time you take. But permanently, in many programs, according to more than 50% of programs, you must use them. I have given complete explanation and all that. You never get any doubt. If you have any doubt and all that, just write it to me. I give you the clarification. If they require one more video also released. But one thing I am telling you, you perform this program hands-on on your own. Don't copy. After completion of everything, some error, being a beginner, definitely encounter some errors and all that. Don't worry. Here, errors are your friends, your well-wishers, and resolve that error. You find out that error and fix it. Thereafter, you never commit the same error, ultimately get result. Once you have these 3 tools in your toolkit, means your brain, whenever you want, easily, without wasting your time, you can write your program very easy.